Everyone knows that Brookhaven is one of the most famous and most played Roblox games daily, with over 600,000 people playing it every day. But Brookhaven isn't the only famous Roblox game. Another very famous game on Roblox is Blox Fruits, which is nothing more than a Roblox game based on the anime One Piece. So what would happen if we merged two famous games into one? And that's how I created LUFFYHAVEN. And of course, to create LUFFYHAVEN, I'm going to use Roblox as studio. But unlike the other games I've created, I'm not going to put the Blox Fruit items inside Brookhaven, but I'm going to put the two maps coexisting in the same game. That's why I already put the initial island of Blox Fruits. So if you want to know how our map turned out, like this video and watch the video until the end. Let's go! The first step will be to connect Brookhaven to that One Piece island. And to do that, I'm going to modify this wall, reduce its size, and make everything well organized. And now we destroy this black wall. And now it fits the road from Brookhaven to one of the ends of the island of Blox Fruits. I just need to make the size a little smaller and fit everything perfectly. Right? But of course, we can't let this island just float in the void, right? So I'm going to use this blue tool to create an ocean around the One Piece island. I'm going to increase the size of this marking a little to the sides too, and increase it a little to the back. As you can see, all marking is turning to water, and meanwhile, we can only wait. For you, it seems like it was quick, but for me, it took a long time. Okay, that part of the ocean is done. And no! You didn't hear wrong. I'm going to make the sea all around Brookhaven. So let's wait a little longer. After a long time, I finally put water around the entire Brookhaven, and also around the small island of Blox Fruits. I'm also going to modify the sky texture and put this texture here, since it's more similar to the Blox Fruit sky texture, right? Of course! For our Brookhaven to really be a One Piece game, we can't forget the devil fruits, right? Like for example the leopard, the poison fruit, and also the famous dragon fruit. I'm also going to put the devil fruit dealer here, and put these three fruits with him as if they were the seller's merchandise. In the middle of this island, I'm going to put Brookhaven's fountain. And in the center of the Brookhaven, I'm going to destroy the fountain and place a windmill in the place. I just need to make some adjustments to it like position and size. I will also be duplicating this vendor and placing it on Brookhaven's marketplace. His fruits I will put on the shelves of the normal items of this market. And until that shelf was cool, I put the fruit vendor here at the checkout, as that's a good place to calculate purchases. Here on this shelf, there were normal fruits like apples and bananas, but I'm going to put devil fruits here to match our map more, right? Now I'm going to put up a sign that says this is a store that sells devil fruits from One Piece. And the first thing I'm going to use is going to be this sword. I know it doesn't look like a plate yet, but it will. Now that the sword is positioned correctly, I'm going to choose the fruit that I think is the most beautiful of the options that we have here. With the fruit already selected, I'm going to place it here in this location and increase the size of the fruit. Okay, position it right. And that's it. I believe this board turned out super cool. But even with these changes, I still need to make some changes to Brookhaven, such as putting Luffy in the lobby so he can welcome everyone who enters our map. I also put here a huge list of One Piece morphs. Hopefully at least some of these morphs really work. I'm also going to destroy Brookhaven's restaurant, and I'm going to put Blox Fruit's second Sea Cafe in its place. And guys, I never realized how big this build is. Now yes, I think now it's much better. Going back to the Blox Fruits map, we can make some more changes here, can't we? The first thing we're going to do is delete this ugly area made of sand that's in the middle here. And I'm going to use this disc as the base of our lobby. Let's just reduce its size a little, and place the disc exactly in the middle, along with Brookhaven's fountain. Now we have a lobby, and of course, that famous Brookhaven arch cannot be missing, to increase the charm of this place a little more. I also put two cars from Brookhaven here so that islanders can get to Brookhaven faster, as I put Luffy to welcome you in the Brookhaven lobby. Here at Blox Fruit, Mr. Brookhaven, I'm going to take advantage of this empty lot to put the agency's secret building. I'm also going to put a helicopter here, and also some trees typical of Brookhaven, so that the decoration of the Blox Fruit is a little more differentiated. And of course, we need to put some pirate ships around the island, so I'm going to put the biggest ships I can find here, like this one for example. And I will also use the small ones, but they are super cool. And to compensate for the size, going back to the center of the Brookhaven, I'm going to have an epic fight between Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. I'm going to choose this Luffy since he's all 3D and handsome. I'm going to put Zoro on this side, and I'm going to put Sanji exactly here. And look, Sanji is certainly the most prepared for the fight. He even has his leg on fire. To make Sanji even more awesome, I'm going to spread the flame effect around him too, to make it look like a fire aura. On Luffy, I'm going to put this smoke effect as if he was using hockey. He starts to turn red and smoke. And for Zoro, I'm going to put this green effect around him, since I didn't find any other green effect for Zoro to use. And around this main fight, I will have several noobs fighting each other so that a big battlefield is formed. Okay, in addition to battles, windmills, and lobby, I will also put 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞 here in the center of Brookhaven. The islands of 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞 are nothing more than these islands in the clouds that are floating in the skies, and I'm going to put several of them to give a greater wealth of details to our Brookhaven. It's obvious that to get up on the islands we'll need help, so I'm going to put this jumping platform here in the Brookhaven lobby. I will also put a speed pad so that we can explore this map more quickly. And as is usual on the channel, I will present Brookhaven Mountain with a very special item for the main Brookhaven character we are making. And in this case, I will use Luffy's straw hat. I'm going to increase the size quite a bit so that the hat is big enough to fit the mountain properly. And look how cool! We can see this monument from anywhere in Brookhaven. And that makes it clear that this map is Luffy's map. Okay, now it's time to test to see if everything we modified is working. And guys, as you can see, I'm already here inside LUFFYHAVEN, and I'm certainly very well dressed for the occasion we meet, right? Let's start by showing the morphs, okay? We have a lot of one-piece morphs here, starting with the rubber pirate Luffy. My god! I was faceless! Why do these Brookhaven morphs never work the way they should? Literally, no morph worked. Good thing we're already dressed as pirates, and we don't have to depend on using morph, right? Here in this part, we have the jump platform, but as you can see, I didn't calculate it correctly, so it's quite difficult to super on the first island of 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞. Wow, I almost made it this time. Let's try one more time to see if I can make it on this island. That! I managed to get on 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞! But we have one more problem now. I didn't think about the possibility that we could actually get up here, so I didn't even put the other jump platforms, and because of that, we'll never know what's on the highest floor of 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞. Okay, let's go down from here, because I want to see the rest of Brookhaven. Like this coffee shop right here. Wow, why is there a wrecked ship in here? This is bizarre, but it's amazing too. And okay, this coffee shop we are in is the same coffee shop in the second sea of Blox Fruits, and leaving through that door, in this exact place there was supposed to be a devil fruit seller, but he is not here because he saved money and opened a licensed store from devil fruits here at Brookhaven. Okay, something happened to our store's sign, but we can ignore that fallen sword, right? Entering the market, you can see that the seller was very well fitted in this place, like a normal market seller. And here we have the fruits. And a very sad thing is that I wish I could pick these fruits, but unfortunately, we can't. Wait, what? I took the fruit, yes, but I was completely bugged because of it. Look, I'm teleporting, ha ha ha. How bizarre! I will have to restart my character to get out of this bug. And now I'm going to show you how Luffy's battle is here in the middle of Brookhaven. As you can see, Luffy was simply defeated because he is completely in pieces. Zoro just went bald during that fight, and the only one who looks like he's okay is Sanji. More or less actually, since Sanji's knee is raw. Okay, now that I've analyzed Brookhaven's hub, we need to see what's changed on the Blox Fruits Island. Okay, as you can see, the sea is all weird, with waves too high to be natural. The straw hat I put on the mountain is floating, and the ship I put wrecked is the only thing that seems to have gotten any better. But okay, we are finally arriving on the island of Blox Fruits, and as you can see, Mr. Brookhaven is welcoming all travelers entering the city. Here is our Blox Fruits lobby, with the Brookhaven Arch, Brookhaven Fountain, and the Devil Fruits vendor. And luckily, this vendor lets us hold the fruit in our hands, but unfortunately, we can't eat it. Just look at it. To this side, I put an old agency building. This is an old Brookhaven building that was deleted a long time ago. Luckily, I managed to find it and put it on this isolated island. because I believe it makes sense that a secret corporation would have bases scattered around remote places, right? Look how bizarre! Inside this building, there is even the mayor's office. The agency was practically a FBI maybe? Fully involved with Brookhaven City Hall? We will never know! As you can see, this building here is just floating, which a building is not supposed to do, right? And the helicopter that I put here also disappeared. I wanted to use it to go to the highest point of 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞. And guys, unfortunately, the video is over, but there are 2 other super cool videos for you to watch there on the screen. Thank you so much to everyone who watched the video until the end, and until the next video.